If there was a brand that I could invest in, it would be Oura Ring. This is not sponsored, but this is something that I've always really wanted to talk about. I don't think people realize how much your sleep affects you and the way that you look. And yes, there's like the classic eye bags, but the Oura Ring changed my life. And I want to emphasize this is not sponsored at all. I was introduced to the Oura Ring 3 summers ago. I was always someone that I thought I was getting really good sleep. Also at this time, I was peak dealing with my eating disorder. I was seeing a lot of people that I was around using this ring, so that's kind of what influenced me to purchase it. So for each night, I have a nightly goal of what I would like to sleep, and that is around 8 hours and 40 minutes. And that's a really high goal. Normally I'm around 7 hours and 50 minutes or like 8 hours and 20 minutes, depending on the night. When I was consistently sleeping more than 8 hours and 30 minutes a night, I never looked better. And I was getting a lot of comments about like, what's my workout routine? What am I eating differently? And while I was definitely working out and eating very healthy, like I had a 6-pack of abs and I was not hitting abs 7 days a week. I was probably doing it 3 to 4 days a week. But to have a 6-pack like that, my legs looked incredible. My arms looked toned. My whole body just looked very fit. And I was doing Pilates like twice a week. And while I think working out is super important, I post about that quite often. I think people neglect the fact that sleeping is your best friend, and having a productive sleep, hitting around 2 hours of REM sleep every night, making sure your deep sleep is above an hour and 40 minutes. I do take melatonin every single night, but some things that I've done to kind of help my sleep cycle is red lights. I have red lights throughout my entire apartment, so that way when I go to sleep every night, I turn them on and it automatically puts me into this like sleep-induced calming feeling. And then I also take Super Calm by Nello. Again, none of this is sponsored. Your Oura Ring tells you a lot of things. You can track your cycle with it. It tracks your activity. I don't use it a ton for that because I don't count calories, but I do like looking at the steps because it will tell you how many marathons you have like walked in a certain span of time. And I think that's interesting. I know a lot of people use Whoops, which are like the bracelets. I personally don't find those cute. And I think it would be hard for me to like incorporate that into my fashion. And while I think the Whoop tells you more information about your workouts, I just like mine for my sleep schedule. And then over the years, I've been able to track my sleep and if it's progressed or not. It also tells me what days I should be taking naps. So if I'm lethargic one day, I don't get guilty and upset with myself that I want to lay down for an hour. And I also really love that it gives you a bedtime every night, and it gives you a frame of about an hour, which I love because if I'm out at dinner and I get the notification, I'm like, oh, I gotta go home. And your deep sleep is the part that you're actually recovering. So if you don't deep sleep at night, your body is not recovering from the night before. It's a lot of random stuff, but I feel like people don't process how much your sleep affects you and the way that you look. And I'm just here trying to make sure everyone feels their best. Anyways, I love you guys. Bye.